What a long, strange trip has been. Dee, 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 tracking down Bourbon Street. I am that topping dude. This is that topping dude. Plays AFI's American, plays the American Film Institute's daily movie guessing game. Get the picture. Ding, 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 ding. Wing, 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 wing. And the date is December 29th, 2025. And I guess it is game 1366. You can also say 1366, and you can all say some 1366. Oh, there's a bear. Did you see the bear? There's a bear. Saw, saw a bear. I was in here quite frequently. I don't want to say anything. Oh, yeah. The date is December 29th. Speaking of the bear, there's some, he likes this ice cream place called Salt and Straw, where they make these weird flavors, like, feces mixed with mayonnaise, and they call it gourmet and people buy it. And he likes, there's this one flavor he really likes, and he got it the other day, but when we were there, they said they have a 2-for-1 special, buy two, get one free. And he didn't know if he wanted to do it. Then I said, well, how long is the special? They said till the end of the year. And I said, well, we can come back if you want to do it. And today he decided he wanted to do it. And long story short, it never happened. I don't, what am I bringing this up for? Oh, I remember because he only has 3 days, counting today, not counting today. He has 2 days. Get your ass over to Salt and Straw and get all of those disgustingly flavorful. He likes this, like it's balsamic. I'm not kidding. Balsamic vinegar and pepper ice cream. That's his favorite fucking flavor at Salt and Straw. My favorite is twigs mixed with dirt. That flavor is fantastic. Okay, let's go and see where the hell is it? Oh no, I can't find it. Shit. Second. Oh God damn it. No. Here we go. Okay. Okay, here we go. Going back with you. Okay, here we go. We're going in. We're going in, kids. Oh, fasten your seatbelts. Austin Powers, International Man of Mystery. Oh, behave. Let's shag. Now, this was the movie. For some people, it was this one, some the next one. But the Austin Power movies were the first time most Americans had heard of the word shag. And if you saw, there's this there was this great TV series. Oh shit, I can't remember what it was called, and I don't remember when I brought it up either. What are we even talking about? Oh yeah, shagging. Well, I can't remember what the TV show was called, but I just remember it was English people and Americans, mixing together and trying to figure each other out. And they, what am I saying? I forgot. God, I almost got there pretty close that time. Okay. Oh, shag. Yeah. And he says, you really say shag. It was that one with Matt LeBlanc. And Stephen Mangan, I think, was the English actor's name, and they were these English TV writers who were hired in Hollywood, and it was just a hilarious series. At least the first season, and I think the second season was okay too, but the first season was gold. Anyway, and I was like, and that was when he said, "You really do say you want to go to hospital, not the hospital." It's funny. All right. So Austin Powers, let's shag, baby. All right, I'm going to tell you the thing that I wasn't going to tell you yesterday. This is really embarrassing, but it's true. What fat bastard? I'm attracted to fat bastard in this movie. Hey, if it's true, it's true. Um, I would go to bed. I think I tried to masturbate to him once, but it didn't work out for some reason. I can't remember what the reason. Okay, now you know something about me you probably didn't want to. Okay, what the hell is this? Now, the fact that these people are covered with whipped cream and the fact that that looks a little bit like Jodie Foster makes me immediately think this is Bugsy Malone because Bugsy Malone was a film that Jodie Foster made where it was a gangster film with kids, and at the end, instead of a shootout with bullets, they have a shootout with whipped cream. Now, I never saw it. I only read about it. And I remember them, I can't remember where I read this, but someone saying, it was the McCall's movie guide for puzzled parents. And they said, I think that's what it was. They said, hey, bullets or whipped cream, it's still murder. Children, adults with bullets, children with whipped cream, both scenarios, people are murdering each other. But it was supposed to be cute, kids were gangsters and they were kind of kid world or something like that. Bullshit. All right, so that's what I think it is without seeing the titles, but I have no idea. But it should be earlier. It would be B. B would be alphabetically at the top. Let's see what the first one is. I bet it's Bugsy Malone. I just know it. I just know it. There it is. That's right. And Candle Shoe. That's another Jodie Foster movie. Um, I remember. I don't know why I always remember this. There was an award show or something where Jodie Foster was on, and this guy introduced her by saying, um, she was she was in these two children's movies. She was so good in Bugsy Malone and Freaky Friday that they gave her Taxi Driver and Candle Shoe as a birthday gift or something like that. She was in these kiddie movies plus these adulty movies, very close to each other. I can't remember Candle Shoe. I can't remember if that was for kids or adults. I don't remember. Um, The Great Race. We already know it's Bugsy Malone. The Sting. No, we already know it's Bugsy Malone. Tom Sawyer. We already know it's Bugsy Malone. No, she was Jodie Foster was in Tom Sawyer with what was that guy's name? Forgot his name. Forgot. All right. Um, The Sting is well, we don't have to talk about each movie. The Sting's well, all right. Tom Sawyer is based on a book by Mark Twain, whose real name is Samuel Clemens, and they there's something he got his name Mark Twain by something to do with steamships going Mark One, Mark Twain, and that's how he got his name. Is that was something they yelled Mark One, Mark Twain. That's how I got his name. Okay, The Sting is a movie with Paul Newman and Robert Redford, directed by George Roy Hill, about a con man and it's an elaborate ripoff scheme that they uh, play against Robert Shaw, who is also Quint in Jaws, the guy who gets eaten, chomped up at the end as a yummy snack for the shark. Okay, the Great Race is it's like I think different kinds of I guess they're probably mostly cars, but I think it includes other kinds of transportation. Candle Shoe, I remember Jodie Foster was in that. Like I said, I don't remember what it's about, and I don't even remember if the demographic was kids or adults. Bugsy Malone, the demographic was definitely kids. Just because it was whipped cream doesn't mean it wasn't murder. All right, Bugsy Malone's the answer. So let's see. 18-day streak. All right, I think John Atkins, I guess this means I'm tied with my best score even though I thought my best score was cheating and it was really only 17, but now so I got to this 18 honestly because I would go to another count and see what the answer was. No, I didn't do that. All right, 75. Remember, we're doing these in dumdies now. And for those of you who weren't here yesterday and didn't hear what dumdies are, um, my brother Danny likes to say that his friends going to call it the dumdies and so the dumb things that Danny says are dumdies. Okay. So 75.8% guessed. Okay. Um, uh, this one would be a Bugsy Malone. Bugsy Malone. Um, what's the opposite of a bug? God damn it. Why can't I think what is the opposite of a bug? I will. All right. Let's. This is dumb. I'm not, my head's not there. I'll just say a horse. A horse is not the really opposite of a bug per se, but it's for some reason it's the only thing I can come up with. So it's horsey. Uh, 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 horsey. Oh God, I'm trying to. Malone. Oh, okay. Horsey with someone. Okay. 11.7% said an an okay breed. 6.6% said um, bell hat. 5.1% said um, a soothing feeling. And 0%, 8% said Huck heard his. Like the opposite. Okay, but that one might need a little explaining. Well, maybe they all do. Bugsy, this was the weakest one. I couldn't think of a good one for Bugsy Malone, but the m alone, and I said the how to say what did I say? Um, it in company or something. I don't know. Remember I said it was fucked up anyway. Okay, the great race. The opposite of the is a. The opposite of great is well. A close enough opposite is okay. And when you say oh, I said breed. I should have said creed because there's a there's a phrase you say no matter what the race, creed, or color. So so it would be an okay creed. That's the logic behind that, Dumdy. And candle shoe. Well, shoe became hat, and candle. What did I say for candle? Oh, I was thinking of the title Bell Book and Candle. So I said, I think I said Bell Hat. Kind of stretched, not a very good Dumdy, but and then the very last one was Tom Sawyer, and Tom Sawyer's best friend is Huckleberry Finn, also known as Huck Finn. So it's Tom and Huck. So, so instead of Tom, it's Huck. Instead of saw, it's heard. Instead of your as in your, it's his. Uh, so it was Tom Sawyer, Huck heard his. I think that's what it was. All right. Those are dumdies. They're supposed to be dumb. The more convoluted, the better sometimes. All right, let's see. I knew it. Okay, let's see if there's been a Bugsy motherfucking Malone, baby. This is not the first time that Bugsy Malone has been the answer. And, this is not that highly regarded a film or well remembered. I don't know why they're like trying to resurrect films that people didn't actually really care that much about, like Bugsy Malone and The Great Waldo Pepper. Well, The Great Waldo Pepper's okay, but no one cared about Bugsy Malone. Nobody! Except Jodie Foster's agent and that woman who wasn't satisfied that whipped cream was a satisfactory alternative to bullets. Okay. And Yankee fan other than unique, not just for. I never saw this, so I shouldn't badmouth it because I haven't seen it. I do like to. I should see it first and then badmouth it. And thank you for music pieces. That sounds interesting, doesn't it? But for castmates entirely of children. Bugsy Malone features a young Judy Foster as a grandma. So even at the time, she was a veteran among her peers in the cast, having just come off Taxi Driver with Martin Scorsese. Oh! They said it the opposite. They said she was so good in Taxi Driver and blah 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 that they gave her Bugsy Malone and Freaky Friday as a birthday present. Oh, so that was like she did these two adult films and she was so good in them that they gave her these kiddie films as a birthday. It was dumb, but for some reason I remembered it. Um, Change the business and extension to the end of the movie. Granted, it's the recipient and AFI already agree. All right. Bugsy Malone. Well, yeah, that's her name. Bugsy Malone. Bugsy Malone. Hallelujah. Bugsy Malone. Well, Bugsy Malone, I lived in Cincinnati when it only played for like a week or two in Cincinnati. And actually, Cincinnati, I was a big movie testing town. They would do a lot of test movies there. So, uh, like this movie that most people know as The Great Santini was test marketed in Cincinnati under the name The Ace, and uh, s- and they would, they thought people in Cincinnati were just an ordinary enough cross mix of whatever Americana to to use it as a town for testing. Not only movies, they would test toys there. Someone once, a friend who was in acting class, and he was into collecting these Star Wars toys, and they were coming out with these models, and they were only available in Cincinnati. And I was going there for Christmas, and he said, "You gotta go." They were only at Walmart's, and he said, "Go to Walmart. You gotta get as many as you can." All right, I bought as many as he can, and he was thrilled beyond belief. I remember my mother saying, "Johnny, how old is he?" I said, "He's around my age, maybe a couple of years younger." She said, "He's a grown man. He wants these things. He wants these little dolls. Something's wrong with him, Johnny." So, um, so what's the movie we're talking about? Bugsy Malone. So it's possible that Bugsy Malone was being test marketed in Cincinnati, and that's why it was only there a week or two. Um, and I don't think it was successful. And anyway, my big problem with it was that, yeah, maybe it was cute on paper to use whipped cream instead of bullets, but murder is murder, and they're kids. And it makes it really not so fun. It's a fucked up message, all right? That's what I and the woman from the McCall's movie guide for puzzled parents thinks. Was it Reader's? Maybe it was Reader's Digest. Wait, no, it's puzzle. Maybe it was McCall. What the hell's in that my mother? I think it was McCall's. The movie guide for puzzled parents. That part I remember. I don't know what to do. I have children. I'm just all right. See you tomorrow. Bye.